Hey, what's up, everyone? So, Carl Jung is famous for having said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will control your life and you will call it fate. Your subconscious is the seat of all manifestation. Everything you're currently continuing to bring into your life is a result of the seeds that you are planting into the garden that is your subconscious mind. Conscious mind, the part of yourself that you're aware of, your senses, the information you're taking in, people, places, circumstances around you, those have an influence. Those plant seeds into your subconscious mind or into your garden. However, you also have control over the gardener. Your mind, your conscious mind, is the gardener. The conscious mind is the gardener, and the unconscious mind, or the subconscious, is the garden. Now, I always like to joke and call the conscious mind like a drunk bodyguard or something like that, because unless you tell it what to do, it's gonna get in its own way and tie its shoes together and trip over itself. Most people have no control over their gardener, and thus no control over their garden, and thus no intentional control over the types of things they're planting in their garden. You see, when New Age stuff and information and whatever you want to call it begins to talk about shifting your vibe and your frequency, they're not wrong, but they're oversimplifying nuances that are integral to understanding what's actually happening here. You see, the reality around you that you perceive is a result of whatever you can convince yourself of. Whatever you are, whatever you can convince yourself of, or whatever you can be. What your reality, slow it down, haven't had enough caffeine yet, is a result of whatever you can be convinced of, or whatever you can convince yourself of. Whatever your subconscious mind takes in, it doesn't have a filter. It assumes everything is true. Your conscious mind is the only filter. It thinks it understands things. It doesn't. The correct way to use the conscious mind is to intentionally bias your thinking on the positive side, even when you don't see any logical reason to do so, because by doing so, you correctly begin planting new seeds in your subconscious. You see, your circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. And that oversimplified statement hides a metaphysical truth that when you start feeding positive vibes, positive thoughts into your subconscious, you're going to start seeing transformations in your external world. Because there is no external world. The world we perceive around us, the world that material science tells us is, composed of atoms and photons. On that level, that's true. But those matter as a subset of consciousness. The part of the universe that actually creates what we are experiencing, you have a good grip on. You are a portion of that living infinity. It is you. The source consciousness that's projecting this reality, you're a slice of that. An infinite source projecting itself into an infinite number of finite projections. Let's sit on that for a bit, guys. I'm gonna try to do a video every couple of days, let this stuff kind of sink in, because it's dense. If you have any insights or anything you want to hear more about, I'm going to dive more into the law of attraction and the subconscious, but let me know in the comments down below what you think. You guys stay safe, stay sane. I'll see you in the next video.